going on? We're back, Saint LFC, with your boy Saint. We're inside today. We're gonna chop it up in it. My guy Romz, my guy Sickers. He telling me
I've come back from a 6-month loan back home to our home club. You get me? I got sent away. I've done an alpha.
Come on, we come back like this, bro. Open arms and that. I'll get a Klopp hug, bro. What's good, bro? Romz, what you telling me, my guy? What you saying?
Good, bro. I'm just gonna promote this quick, but bro, like,
say nothing.
I'm hurt, bro. I'm hurt. We'll get into it, but
we'll get into it. Let me do housekeeping. We'll get into. Do what you're doing. I'll do housekeeping. We'll get into it. What's going on, peoples? Well, go on. We're back. Imagine, yeah. I said certain man. No man, cop the telly. The telly's looking crisp, you know. But I had certain things to do, so I couldn't even do the watch along. Thank you, Jesus. Mate, oh Lord, like, you know, like that, it would have been peak, but love everyone that's inside. Please, you know what it is, hit that like button, bro. It's free. Get me, quick things, free entry, bro. Hit that like button, and hit up them what's it called, that sub button. Please send through a super chat if you're enjoying the show. I'll deal with it, you know, like that. Yeah, man, love. So we're here, man. Yeah, listen, let's just start with how people are doing. How's everyone doing?
How can I say that?
Let's just start with
how people are doing.
Yeah, man. Let's start on a high note, on a good note. You know, like that. Like, hey, Derby's was sick this weekend. I'm not even gonna lie. You know,
Derby weekend.
Yo, hey, before we can even get into it, you know, like that. Here he is, man, like G himself.
My brothers. I know you guys saw that good football today and that. I know you saw that.
You've been starving, man.
Hey, fam. Yeah, I saw some good football yesterday. Just went at 3:00. But boom. So what are you saying? Yo, like, all right, let's get into it. Let me get through some of these quick comments. People are in. Well, go on. Hey, Tide 78, love you was in here early. Assad. Anyways, you're not gonna get no reaction.
Sure.
You know, like that. Sure, because you was on. Hey, I know you were sweating, bro. Man was sweating until, you know, like that, man. Your little low knees and that had to come and save you and that. But yeah, we're here. What's good? Elias, my guy, walk on. I see you, Ravi. Come on, each and every. Zabri, what you telling me? Let's stay inside. We're getting rush up outside. Bless Sunday, my G. Hey, come on, it's like that, yeah. I don't even have no hood up because I should have had my hood up. Should have had a hat. Can't even really be showing bare face like this. Is crazy. Why doesn't Klopp try something different? Hey, we're gonna get into that. We're getting into all of that today. Don't worry, Captain Sal. I see you. I'll go on. Big up yourself each and every time.
I see the bill.
Hey, come on. Oh no, I'll go on. Big up Satan. The gang just came from Broadwater Farm Estate and LFC bottled it. Hey, brother. It's nothing new, bro. It's nothing new. Pep Linda's out. Pack your bags, Elias. Come on, welcome to the congregation. You know, like when I open up the door to the service today, yeah, bare man up in there. You know, it was Hables before. Man was saying I was doing this for clout, bro. I opened up bare man in the congregation talking about Linda, you chatty patty bastard, get out. All right, I see you. Love though, love. Yeah, bro. Haaland. I told man already. Like, I don't know if you watched the preview, but
please tell me you captained him, not just in your FPL.
I did.
Brother, I ain't done nothing. I've been on a joke thing, yeah, doing up next things. So I ain't done nothing in my team. But I never changed it because he was already captain. I said, come on.
You got 43 points alone, bro.
Brother. Yeah, triple captain, man. You man are eating. You're eating well.
Yeah, of course.
You're eating well. Enjoy. All right, let me just get through the last comments and we'll get into this. Man City cleanse my eyes. Liverpool make football tough to watch.
That's basically what G said.
That's literally what G said, bro. Honestly, you're always
here. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful. I loved it. Like, I loved every minute of it. But we'll get into it. I loved every minute of it.
Shower boy, my guy. Well, go on, bro. OG Saint General Romz and other dons, you know. That's disrespectful. You got to put some respect to my guy, you know. That's sick as a G, you know. Come on.
All right, you weren't meant to know. You weren't meant to know. We'll let him off.
We'll give him a blur.
Man says, I guess it's back to banging up my brethren because they are all Arsenal and and I'm a man who bug out over my team and my plans and pals and that. Bruv, certain man are going on loan and that, you know, like that. So do you know what I'm saying? I'm just back off loan because like they just let my dog Bruno Large go. So I said, yo, I need to get out of this.
Oh, has he got? Is he gone now?
Yeah, he's gone.
I'm done pretending. I had man think I support Arsenal, but I'm dead inside. Bro.
Yeah, I know.
Dead.
Certain man don't know a joke, you know. Certain man will take this thing. We're in that social media.
Bro, they're DMing me, bro. Some man, you know who you are. I'm not gonna mention. Some man are DMing me like, no, Romz though. Like, I know you might be joking, but you actually Arsenal fan. I'm like, no, bro, no.
Well, what do you mean? I don't understand, Zabiri. When I come on here and I'm mad emotional, you're calling me for it. I come out here, I'm grinning teeth, you're calling me for it.
God, yeah.
I'm numb to it, bro. I'm numb to it, bro. You know, like that. So it is what it is, innit? All right. So let me get back into hey, Trudon, I see you, bro. This was the Trudon derby, bro. This was the Trudon derby. How did you feel, Trudon? How did you feel, bro? What was going on? You must have been proud and sad all at the same time. All right, let's get into it, man. I don't even know where to start.
Let me just quickly say something here. We all predicted a Liverpool win, innit? All of us, if I remember. We all thought Liverpool would win this. We're not saying we thought we were going to win it playing fantastic football. We all thought we'll get the W. Now, here's where my emotions are on a roller coaster, yeah? I can't lie, I thought we'd win this game. Was it even 3 minutes that they scored? After that, I said, we're actually going to draw this game. But you know, through the game, you can change your prediction. Then we got ahead 3-2. I thought, yeah, you know what? We're winning this. Even if we win ugly, we're going to win this because there was a point in the game that I'm not going to say we had control, but Brighton weren't really having the ball. So I was thinking, if that man don't have the ball, they can't score. Then they're hitting us on counters. Then Klopp made that dumb, for me, the dumb sub was taking Simi off. It reduced our width.
Putting Milner on the left back.
And then Milner just was getting... That's for where it went downhill. Bro.
That's where the third goal come from. That killed it.
Yeah.
And this is, bro, saying I want to say to everyone in here and you three, because in fact we've been doing this season, but I lowered my expectation. I had no expectation for Liverpool, so I can stay sane in it. But this is what I mean. When you have expectation, that's the only way you get disappointed. Because I then had that expectation like, bro, we're gonna win this. Then I see Trossard just back and. Bro, man, we're going to get into play ratings and that, but VVD, what the hell are you doing, bro? Just clear it. I see some cheeky fans trying to get onto Alisson. Alisson can't do nothing about that. Come at him quick. And he did the best he could. It hit off it. He got something onto it, innit? But, bro, do
you know what it is, yeah? You know what it is?
Hurt,
you know it is? When we did the preview, Romz, as well, yeah? After I'm thinking, I'm a dickhead, you know. I'm a dickhead for like the way man did the preview, waxing lyrical about these man. Like, yo, like Trossard's on smoke, you know, like that's gross, like they play ball, like. But where man thought it couldn't get any like you know like that. I'm thinking like me and Sick has been talking backstage and that, and we'll say about this in a bit, but. Like where I already knew that we were swag, I'm just thinking, no, like and we're fortunate enough to be in a position where most of our ops are playing each other. Like even Chelsea Crystal Palace ain't an easy game. Like, you know, them ones I'm thinking, there's no way. And I'm such a dickhead because like you said, it's the hope that kills you because I was like, what, bro? I carried that into my Ackers. All my Ackers out here with the slapping. We have, even if it's ugly, we do. Bro, they did me off every single. I said, I knew this though. I wasn't even surprised. Like, you know, like that. Like I was like, I wasn't even fucking surprised, bro. Sickers, I don't know. I normally start at the beginning. Oh, let's just.
Now, do you think though, after a month off the Prem, all our injuries coming back, home game against Brighton, was you going there quite full of hope because of those things?
Yeah, bro. Literally what you just said. Literally that. Like, I thought some of the players coming back would give us that bit more confidence, home advantage.
Do you know what it was? Yeah. Do you know what it was? Yeah. If I'm being honest with you, this is why I think I'm a dickhead because I've got to be real. A lot of the things in which I've been calling us about, I should have really deeped it and just been like, how does that get solved? Quick, like, but I'm thinking, come on, like our patterns of play, the fact that the ball is in the air far too much. Like we don't look like we don't even look like we can build from the back. You know, like as soon as you give it to VVD, look up straight to Salah. Do you know them ones there? We're just on some joke thing. Bro. It's some hopes. So I'm thinking. So really and truly, but like you said, Sickers, I'm sitting there thinking, listen, we got man back, but really when I deep it, the man ain't levels because the man ain't levels in terms of the way in which we're playing. So I should have, regardless of having them back, do you know them ones? Because of the way we're playing, it negates the fact that we've got the man that we've got. Do you see what I'm saying? So, and more than anything, which is a joke thing, more than anything, I'm like, you know what? It's Anfield. My brethren said, "Nah, you man are guaranteed to win." I said, "No, we're guaranteed not to drop points, like not to lose." Like, do you know them ones there? But like
the same as you. I finished watching North London Derby with my brother. He's like, you know what's mad? Even just before the game, I started to have a few doubts because you know when you just get that feeling, like I don't know if we're gonna win today. My brother's like, "Why are you looking upset?" I said, "I don't think we're winning this." He said, "Bro, you're gonna win this. Brighton at home, like Brighton are cold, but you're at Anfield. You just come back. You got players coming back." I said, "Bro, I'm not saying we're gonna lose because we don't really lose at home, but like you said, but I don't think we're gonna win. We're just gonna draw. You know what I mean?" He's like, "You're good, bro." He must have went upstairs and come back down. He's like, "What? 1-0 already?" I didn't even say anything. I said, "I told you, bro. I know my team. Like I know my team. Like it's crazy." And a guy I want to call, I'm not going to call him just yet, but I've got so much smoke for Klopp. So much. Because listen, not only the performance was bad, you then have comments like that after the game. Bro, I was reacting, I was still pissed off last night, bro. Like, oh, listen, we're gonna get into him.
All right, so let's start off at the beginning. Let's try and bring some normality to this. G, talk to me about the lineup. Any talk to me about your thoughts of the lineup going into this game.
Well, you're right. You know me, man. Like I don't like this system that we play anyway. I think it's played out. I think we need to change it completely. Like I don't understand why Klopp after 7 years is still playing the same formation. People on Twitter were like, and not even Twitter actually, just people messaging me and stuff saying, "Oh no, you know, we've changed it. You know, we play a little bit differently, and you know, we've done
how."
I'm not. Yeah, look, don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. You know, we've tried 4-2-3-1s, and we've done four. Guys, we play 4-3-3. It's the same. It doesn't matter if he's got 10 attackers on the pitch. He still plays 4-3-3 in some funky way. He tries to fit it in. I mean, look, Carvalho. Marque just said it there. Carvalho left wing, like. You wouldn't do that if you were playing a different system or a different style. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because he's not a left winger. He never really has been, if I'm being totally honest with you. He's more of an attacking midfielder, you know, plays behind the striker. That's like his best positioning. As we saw, one of the reasons why we signed him. Back four, probably the only, if Konate was fit, I would have obviously thrown him in. But, you know, it is what it is. Midfield, like I've said it 100 times, our midfield is so ugly to just even look at, like even their faces. Like I hate looking at this midfield half the time. But
do you know how dumb? Do you know like it's not even his fault? But you know when I look at, you know when you look at a player and they just look dumb. Like I'm like, this Melo, you just looks dumb. Like I'm like, brother, all of you like they just pissing man off, bro.
You know what's even crazy? Even moving on to Melo is people were telling me, "Yo, man, like Arthur Melo." Like, don't obviously I've not been one of the people who's been not just like getting onto him or nothing, because I said, well, right, he actually hasn't played at all, so I can't even say anything about him, good or bad. But the guy's been training throughout this international break, played under 21 football, and Donny is still not able to get on a pitch. Forget starting. Milner still comes on the football field, and Arthur Melo is still chilling. If that doesn't give you some type of indication that Klopp did not want this guy, I don't know what will. I actually don't know what people need to see to understand that Klopp probably didn't really want this guy. He was one of those, he's just the only person we can get who's available. Klopp was even looking at Thiago's brother. Like, what I just said. He was looking at Thiago's brother. That tells you
You
that.
know, it's to a point I don't even get mad at Milner, bro. I'm mad at Klopp.
No, no,
Like,
no,
Yeah, bro, I'm
can't be
mad
mad
at
at
bro.
Milner, you know.
100%. I don't
Milner's
even
a
get
professional at the end of the day. He's not going to say, I don't want to come on. He's going to, you know what I mean?
I can't listen. Look, the whole Milner's look. We know what Milner's capable of and what he can do.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to get onto the guy because the reality is he shouldn't even be playing here. But neither should players like Jordan Henderson. Play like these are some washed players who had
I
their
thought Henderson all right Saturday though, man.
Listen, look, he can be all right, but we drew 3-3. You get what I'm trying to say? It's like we drew 3-3 with a guy who was all right. No, I don't need all right. I need someone who's
the way it is, Sickers as well, yeah. You're starting to get conditioned by these bomber holes, bro. Like you're starting to your bar, bro. Your bar's starting to get lower, bro. I said this before, yeah, and I don't even mean this salty. Man, think, oh, you're just doing up. Woe is me. I'm not, bro. I mean this. I thought we were a big club, bro. I did. I put my hands up. My bad.
Now, Zabiri taught me better. He taught me.
We are not, bro. We are a needy club who have had big achievements.
We've overachieved, bro.
We've had some very big achievements, bro. But when it comes to like big boy club, we're not a big boy club, and we don't act like it. We don't move exactly. You see what I'm saying?
You got to realize, even we won the league. We that was even the year that we won that Premier League. It was even like I even felt like that was an accident. Like, realize how we won the league.
We was
that as well.
We was better than City at one point, bro.
Yeah, and to add to that as well, bro. I'm not taking away from our achievement, but that league season, City had big injury. I'm just saying, uncomfortable conversation.
Who was injured?
KDB was injured.
KDB was broke up still
for most of that season. Sterling was carrying them. But back to what Sicker said, I agree with Sicker that Hendo was in my starting lineup. So I know a lot of man had Elliott over Hendo. I think Hendo had a decent game, but where it went wrong for Hendo, he set the tone. The first goal was because of his bad touch. And then it's like no matter what he does after that, you've set the tone, big man, for like a kind of hard game like to get back into. But yeah.
Do you know what pisses me off as well, yeah? When I deep it, yeah.
You see Trent.
But this is what I was just about to say, yeah. Big man thing, yeah. Why is it that we make so much allowances? Because when I start to deep in, I don't know. You man tell me if I'm getting too mad in it, yeah. But I feel like the only real reason, yeah, because when I did the preview with, I just don't understand what's going on with us. When I did the preview with Romz, yeah, I said, kill me if you want, but I prefer the defensive attributes that Henderson brings as opposed to the offensive attributes that Elliott brings, because do you know what I mean? Because of the what he's doing offensively, he's leaving spaces and sometimes he's getting in Salah's way or whatever. I like what Henderson, when he's on job, does. But then I deeped it. Do I only really like that because we're having big man having to cover up for next man? Like if we had, if Trent wasn't so fucking wayward, yeah, and we didn't need a man to always tuck in and make, would I really then be like, do you see what I'm saying? Like Henderson's role becomes a bit null and void. But why is a big man, why does he need so much fucking, we've got to make sure that, why so much fucking cover for this, bro? He's all over the fucking place, bro. And this guy's doing up false nine.
We're acting like he's a you. We're acting like he needs babysitting. Like,
wow,
the thing is, though, is that like the thing with having Hendo, cool. You know what? You're all right to be fair, anyways. Like I was doing a little bit of a disservice. He did have a decent game, obviously, bar that the first Brighton goal. The reality is, though, it's like what me and Saint just said at the beginning of this. If you don't change the system, how do you keep expecting these guys to keep playing? Like, does Klopp think that you just buy a player once, and once they hit a peak, they can stay there at that peak for their career at Liverpool? Is that what he believes? Is that how he thinks football works? Like it just continue in the same way.
Just going off of exactly what you said, yeah. Me and Sickers were talking in the back, and Sickers was like, "Yo, Nick, like, boom, I get it. You said this from time. Like, I never seen it. Do you know what I mean? Like, how did you see it? Yeah." And I said, "Bro, it was mainly." I seen it coming up here, but it was mainly, and Romz will say, bro, the Champions League final, I was disgusted, bro. Like, I was so dead out. I was like, bro, and man were like, yo, we nearly did the quad. We were so close, like, and I'm spitting, like, I'm like, we were done out, like, bro, the way the patterns of play, like just like what G said, yeah, the way the system. This is why I started to clock earlier than most. I started to be like raw, like the manner that we play football isn't actually that attractive. And let me just go to this comment, which I'll start.
The number one thing you were saying, if you knew we were gonna carry on playing like this, who's a player you wouldn't have?
I would have been like, don't get rid of that African. I thought we were going to play different. So I was like, oh, like, bro, we don't need Salah. We don't need Mane. We don't need Mane, like, for the way in which I thought we were going to play and evolve and change and that. But when I'm clocking that, oh, actually, and big up Herschel, yeah, this is exactly the type of thing which I saw. And this is why I was saying this. How is it that every single team can play through balls through to the channel for their strikers, yet Liverpool persist with putting in crosses to that fraud Salah? Forget the fraud bit, yeah? It's just the corrupt, brother. Bro.
There's some fat flies, some dragon.
Bro, like, it's so, like, bro, we are a glorified Burnley with a little bit more tech.
We got more quality. That's what we have.
We got more quality, but the style of play is the fucking same, bro. Someone I think it was Ennie, big up Ennie, who was in our chat, Sickers. Man said we've got Thiago playing hoofball, bro. Sickers, tell me that's wrong. Sickers, tell me that statement is wrong, bro. Brother,
we watched it, bro. It's horrible. It's horrible to see, bro. But
it's horrible, like
the way you saw it so early, and I'm like. A casual turn to a hard red. So I was thinking, you know what, Anfield yesterday, new start, we're gonna get the win, and this fucking 3-2 up, and you can't even keep hold of the lead, bro. And as DC Klopp scream at Fabinho, flip here, neck, bro. I ain't seen them do that at Fabinho before.
Bro, can't lie, I ain't see Klopp that angry in a while. But that's how I feel
that's how exactly, bro. You know, like that, like they say, empty vessels make the most noise. Like, brother, you're doing up this now because you don't have enough substance in you. Like, you know them ones, bro. Let me just break it down for you, innit? And I'm not deep what I'm saying, yeah. Big up, you know, Coppish, innit? Big up Coppish each and every time, yeah. Carvalho, Elliot, Foden is clear of them. I like.
Wait.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Right there, bro.
Do you know how many games Foden has started, bro?
No.
Bro, it is minimal games, bro. Like, it's like 10, maybe less than. Like, brother.
I didn't even know that.
Bro, it is so far and few between. I was like, rotted. Like, he started like maybe like 5 games last season. Bro. And he's clear of them. Let me just say this: where the expectation and the onus that Klopp puts on Carvalho and Elliot, these men ain't good enough. They're not. Like, let's just and that's not me. That's no slight to. So I think Carvalho's cold. I even think Elliot's cold. But right now, like the onus that you're trying to put on these men, they are not good enough. Phil Foden is clear of these men, and he's still being fed in, you know, like that, because they don't put that onus on man, and you can say, oh, it's the money thing or whatever, but bro, it all goes down to our club. Like, the fabric of our club is a fucking shambles, like Sickers said right now, and it's sad to see. Like,
I'm tired of the money conversation, bro.
Because we've not strengthened in other areas. We've made it harder for ourselves to embed them.
But that's why it's a money thing, because it comes back to we've got no now the onus we put on these man. Do you know what I mean? It has to be.
Say we have no money.
It's not the money. It's the spending.
5 million on a dead striker. When times we didn't need a striker at that moment in time. So I don't even want to hear people talking about, oh, but Man City have got an unlimited war chest. And I don't give a shit about what Manchester City have, bro. It's irrelevant what they've got. Because when Klopp did have the money, he didn't use it wisely enough. He knew that he needed a midfield. He knew that he needed a midfield to be able to play the way that he wants the team to play. If you want to continue playing that way, fair enough. But then you have to go out there and sort it out yourself. Instead of going to spend 65 million on a guy that you bring on for 2 minutes at the end of a game.
That's what got me, man.
That doesn't even make sense. What manager
does? Just left them off.
Yeah.
No, Rom, don't sign him. Why are you signing him?
Signing him.
Why
No,
are
no,
you
Why are you signing him?
I mean,
Bro,
I mean,
to bypass the
I mean,
midfield that you know needed work, yeah? Bro, to bypass a midfield that you know needed that much work, you needed to have bought Haaland. How are you going to buy someone? You bypass a midfield that is that garbage, yeah? Like the only way that could have maybe slipped through if you went and bought the absolute leg man finished article that's doing up 3 hat-tricks since he's been in the fucking league. Someone like that. No.
3 in a row.
You go. This is what pisses me off, though. This is what pisses me off.
It's a man.
You go and jump.
There's a little analogy, yeah. It's like moisturizing yourself, but you haven't bathed yet. Like,
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you're creaming yourself, bro. You're so stinky.
But even the moisturizer that you're using, yeah? But the moisturizer you're using is still leaving you ashy. It's still leaving you ashy. Like, I don't understand. Like, you're still having to top up the lotion, bro. You're still having to top up the lotion, bro. Because my man is not a certified leg man where it's like he's not, whatever you think of Nunes, yeah, whether it be good or bad, everyone can say he is nowhere near the finished article, bro. You went and spent the P on a no one near article, and then on top of that, it's funny, bro. Man went and copped a fucking midfielder last day of the season, and he's not fit.
Yeah, I'm fit.
And the reason that to cover, like, this is what I don't understand. Like, man used an Arthur Mello plaster to cover a big gaping fucking wound. Like, are you fucking serious, bro? We're supposed to feel.
Bro, listen, deep it for a second. We went in for Tchouaméni, yeah. So let's just say it's the beginning of the window. We all knew that we needed a midfielder, obviously, because of the team, and we needed more depth, like quality and depth in that midfield. The club went in for one midfielder. We ended up signing one striker and one guy on loan. Like, someone please explain to me between Klopp, who's the other guy? Is it Julian Ward? Like, someone explain to me.
All of them,
like people telling me now, but Klopp really wanted Nunes. Okay, so Klopp wanted Nunes. Okay, fair enough. If Klopp wanted Nunes, did he not think in his brain maybe Nunes wasn't really a necessity? Because the reality is, if he was such a necessity, he'd be playing right now. But the reality is,
do you know the funny thing is? I don't even think the Nunes acquisition is bad. If you're Chelsea, if you're City, do you know what I'm saying? You went and bought coleslaw. Big man. Where's the fucking like? Where's the food, bro? Like, do you understand? Like, where's the fucking? Like, it's not to have man, because do you know what it is? Nunes is Alvarez.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, that's the analogy I was looking for. Thank you.
Understand?
You go out and buy a bad man like Haaland, not some fucking side man who's gonna come in and play 2 minutes. I'm sorry, but Klopp, that is an L. That is such an L. Like, that is probably one of the worst decisions that you've ever made. Now, regardless.
Unless he was replacing Origi, bro.
No, but okay, cool. Okay, we'll go with what Six just said there, yeah? If he's placing Origi, I still need a starting striker, because Origi wasn't no starting striker.
Brother, do you know what that's like? Do you know, bro, do you know what that's like? Man just got into a car crash, but you're fixing the headlight.
Yeah. It's like,
you know that ones, brother, like, you know, like that. Like, it don't make no sense. You never rated Origi, so why are you replacing him?
Why are you replacing him? Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and
all of these things that, like, and my thing is, sorry to even cut you saying, like,
no, because I think it comes to this point, which is why I'm like, Ryan, I see you in it.
Cool. And my thing is, look, before, and I'm only going to speak for myself because I don't want to put any words in anybody on this stream's mouth, yeah? So everyone can talk for themselves. My thing isn't to bash Klopp. It isn't to sit here and say, oh, he's shit, because he's not shit. He's a very, very good manager, and he's proven to be a good manager over the years that he's been here. But guess what, guys?
You're being too nice, right?
No, hold on. The reality is, what Liverpool fans need to start understanding is everyone has their fucking time, bro. Like, we've seen it with managers. This isn't Fergie. There's only ever been one Sir Alex Ferguson who can stay at a club and keep reinventing the football club. Klopp has openly come out and said he would never do that anyway. He don't want to stay at a club for this. If anything, the time he spent so far at Liverpool is even too long for him. Currently, if it wasn't for his misses, he would have bounced when the time was right.
He said in it, it's his misses the reason.
Exactly. So people are acting as if to say, "Oh, you're like you know, certain people, like certain fans who are calling for him out." And again, I'm not calling for him in or out. I couldn't give two shits about it. All I care about is Klopp do better. And if you cannot do better, then the only other alternative is you have to go. That is it. There's only two choices here: do better or leave. That is it. It's not a big deal.
Some fans, we swept it under the carpet. What you just said, yeah. A man himself didn't have that drive to want to stay here. It took his other half to say, "I'm still enjoying life in the city." It's kind of like we're surplus to requirements. It's kind of like, oh, you know, I'm already in a job. You're happy, so let me just stay in this. But I've got love for the job, but I'm not driven in it. Still, you can have love for something.
Just deep what you just said, yeah. Just deep that whole phrase that you just said, yeah. That whole phrase. That's pretty much how we're playing on the pitch.
Yeah.
Like we got love for the game, but we're not driven.
Like we're not. Do you know what I mean? Like we're here. Like
we'll have a go.
The whole sentence. The whole sentence. He was like, "Yeah, we'll have a go. We're here. Like, but you know, I love the club. Like, I'm not gonna make it."
It's like gal. I've got love for their gal. I'm sure because you do. Doesn't mean you want to be with them. Do you know what I mean? You can have love for something. You can have love for something, but you don't want to be there.
People ain't watching this, yeah.
Do you know?
I didn't say anything, guys.
He said, "Sick as G." My guy, I love this guy. I know, but you know what I'm saying is when you said Alex Ferguson is the only person that could do that, and then you talked about reinventing himself. Alex Ferguson was smart enough to know that even he couldn't do that. He's like, I can't do that. I needed people around me who are going to push me, who are going to, do you know what I mean? Show me Wagwan. When a manager's coming out after the game saying, basically, I didn't really know Wagwan. Like, what are we supposed to do? Watch old Schalke games? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, you know, it's a new man. Like, I don't really know what's going on.
Deep what you just said. Not even what you just said. Deep what you just read what Klopp said, yeah. I didn't know what they were going to do. The whole point of being a manager is to have plans of what they may do.
Like, or your back staff. Like, this is what but this is when I say it as a joke, yeah. When people are like, oh, but this pisses me off because why does Pep Linders writing a book mean like he has? Because I'm like, this just shows that your head ain't right, because these are the man. If these are the man that are supposed to be like prepping your war strategy, we're going to war. Do you know them ones there? Like, and a man comes and says, "Yo, big man, I don't really know what man was supposed to do." Like, but at the same time, man's putting out fucking books and shit that you okay. Like, it falls on you. Apparently, I'm of the thingy. Like G said, I'm not gonna say nothing. Like, I'll speak for myself in it. I need Pep Linders out. I need all the backroom stuff. You see, Fat Boy with the curtains.
You speak for me that one.
Fat Boy with the curtains on the iPad.
My man that just smiles.
I need him gone. Yeah, and ASAP. P40 Kravitz. That's my man. P45. Bro. Give man a guitar and tell him to boss out. Yeah, you're no longer needed, Kravitz. Yeah, it's done out. All of them, man, I need them to cut. And I don't say this as a bad thing, but like, brother, like, sickers, do you know what I mean? Like, you've made one album, it was decent, then you've made the next album, and it's a bit stale. Yeah. It's a bit mid, in it. You know the ones here, like, I need my back rooms. I need, you know the ones that I need next features. I need next features. I need next engineers and that. You know, like that. Next sound.
Music though. Make sure you're streaming Black Doves. Big tune.
Come on, are you dumb? You know, like that. No, real talk. Make sure. But now, you know, like that. So that's all I'm saying. Like, I don't know. When I heard the album, you're still talented, sickers, but it was mid. Do you know them ones there? Like, when I say them, like, Klopp, you're that guy, but it's a bit meh. So I need the backroom stuff. Klopp apparently didn't take a pay rise, yeah, and allowed his backroom staff to take the pay rise, innit? They said, no, I don't want to pay rise. Pay these men more, innit? Which
I didn't know that.
Speaks volumes.
I like that. Fucking volumes. Like, I rate Klopp. When I used to say, when I say back in the day, yeah, that I wanted Klopp to be my dad, yeah, I still mean it, because as a person, I rate him, you know, like, I actually rate him, bro. But I don't need that type of man as a manager, brother. You know, like that. Like, I need cutthroat, someone who's not gonna. Do you know what I mean? I need someone who's a little bit more.
I need a tactical manager, Saint. I need someone who has a plan B, bro. I
Yeah,
don't need
plan
someone
B.
who can
Plan
get
B.
me to the top of the hill, but that
And
tumble
just
when he
stay
gets there.
there.
No. We're
No,
not
even
staying
stay there.
there.
We're not
We're
staying there. I'm
there,
talking.
bro.
We're
We're
coming
tumbling
to
and we're
shit.
tumbling quite badly. What you
Yeah.
need to understand is Klopp. I don't care what anybody says, because all I'm hearing from Liverpool fans right now is just pure and utter garbage. What you need to understand is Liverpool have won one title. Yes, Jurgen Klopp was the one who won the title, but he's also got one Champions League.
I don't agree with that. It's not you, G. That comment that just flashed up. We've not been boring since 17, 18. 18, 19 was arguably
No,
the
18,
best
19 was the
season
best season. Yeah, that was the best
He's
season.
a Brighton fan. He's a Brighton fan. What are you going out for Brighton fans for? Relax, man. You're too much. Sorry, G. Go on, roll shoot.
The reality is, look, like I said, someone like Klopp, he can get you as he's proven, by the way. This isn't me just talking. This has been factually proven at the two previous clubs that he's been at. He can get them to the top of the hill, but he can't sustain that. Now, everyone's going to keep using excuses for whatever reason. At the end of the day, he was in the same, more or less the exact same job in Dortmund as he's at in Liverpool. What is going on? What's the similarities between the two? Once he hits the peak, that's it. There's no going further than that with him. There's no, Liverpool are gonna reinvent themselves. Reinvent, my bro. If this is the reinvention, then you actually have to go then, because you can't reinvent shit. You've never done it before. You've never ever in any job that you've worked had to reinvent. You've never done that. You've come into jobs, taken it, pushed the team so as far as they can go, and that is it. You've never had to.
Can I ask you something? Is that stupid? Is that stupidity? If you know that that's your flaw because you're good at taking a team to the heights, and you know that previously that you're not good at reinventing, so then get into a job like Liverpool and then say, I want my backroom staff to just chill. I want us to. Is that not stupid? Because then it just shows that you're going to stagnate like you have done before, no?
It's more stupid from the fans than it is from Liverpool's perspective because of where we were previously. So fans,
not Liverpool. I'm talking from Klopp's perspective, brother. That's what's happened.
But even that's what I'm saying. So I'm looking at it from Marco just said today. It's more stubbornness, more merely from Klopp because of what he feels he can actually do. When the reality is you can't do it. So why do you think you can? That's like me saying, I could now beat a Usain Bolt of today. I don't care how long that guy's not been running for. I probably still wouldn't be able to beat him in a foot race if he was to train and I was to train, because the reality is I'm never ever going to be able to do that. I've never been able to do that. I've never been in a position to be able to do that. So why am I going to come out and pretend like I could because he's aged a little bit or he's a little piece older? It doesn't really work like that. The reality is, you know what your talents are. I know I can't fly, so I ain't gonna go fucking try. But the reality is, he feels like he can fly. He's fully thinking that he can fly. And again, this is gonna obviously how people are gonna view this stream anyway is, these guys bashing Klopp and etc. etc. There's a difference between bashing Klopp, which is saying he's shit, he needs to do that. No, to my knowledge, no one here is saying that. The reality of what we're saying is that cannot keep.
I'm saying that right as of that now.
Oh yeah. If you're talking about like relative, in context, then right now, he's definitely moving shit. The problem that I'm even just having with Klopp is, bro, I wouldn't even mind drawing 3-3 to thing. I wouldn't even mind, drawing these games, that if you just change what we're doing, bro, so we can at least see he's trying something different. He's just trying to change it a little bit. But bro, you're putting out the same 4-3-3 and just changing the players.
What would you change? What would you change? What would you change?
Change the system completely. I'll put 3 at the back.
If we got what we've got,
what we've got. But forget.
If this team with the same players, what would you change? You put 3 at the back.
I would literally put, bro. We literally have the players to play 3 at the back. We actually have the players to play. And I've been saying it since the beginning of the season.
I was going to say, G, big up you and Jerry, because you two are saying it from summer, and I was saying no, not necessarily. I feel we should play more of an industrial 10 and have 2 yards. I remember I said 43-1, but the way I'm seeing Trent, we're gonna get on
and Van Vijk and VVD in my
Salah.
At least no, but
Salah.
Yeah,
at
now
least
I've come round to, you know what? It's not.
Do you know what?
Can't have 4 at the
certain
back.
certain man say like 3 at the back. Yeah, is you conceding that you've got a shit defense, and right now that's what we do. But that's what we have because Trent is shit, and VVD, because of whatever's going on with his head, he's actually, you know, when everything's all right, I'm like, nah, bro, we've got man for man the best defenders in the world. Right. But right now, because of how we're moving, how we're moving, I'm like, no, we need to protect that defense because we're moving shaky, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
you got to remember, like, look. Okay, we'll talk about Trent real quick. Yeah,
every game for the last 12, we've conceded first.
Brother,
exactly. And you got to realize,
as much as on the right hand side as well.
As much as exactly, and I was just about to say, as much as we're getting like we get onto Trent, rightly so, because he's been absolutely atrocious this season. The reality is, come on, bro. There has to be some level of responsibility on Klopp for the way that Trent plays. He knows that the position. He even let me even take that back. He even said it in his presser. He even came out and did his whole tactical. Because this is the way that we play. And
when we move up on the right, then we're just.
He said something like, "So when people are getting angry, I don't know why they are. That's where he's supposed to be."
I'm like, what? So you mean to tell me my right back is actually supposed to be not in his right back position?
Remember, primarily you're in the back 4. Like primarily you need to defend.
So put him. So that's why I say put him right midfield. That way you've got 3 at the back who are literally going to defend. That is your defense with Fabinho who drops back in, or Melo, whoever who drops back in to make it a solid.
Put him right wing cover, bro. Put him right wing cover, bro. What are you talking about, bro?
This guy was playing up front the other day. So
he's doing up front, inverted winger, inverted right midfield,
everywhere.
The guy was a fucking skeleton key, just in everything. I said, "What's going on here, bro? Relax, bro."
As well. You know
what goal was it where he chested it and gave it away, bro? What goal was that? Second one or third one?
The second one, bro.
Second one.
Bro. And then do you know what it is? Yeah, you know how it was, and the man did the.
Brother, you know where that.
You know where it went, bro. Why are you doing up? I can't, brother. Listen, and quickly. I don't. Go on, no. Quickly before you do this, yeah. Quickly, very, very quickly. I don't know what man religion is. I don't know if you pray to Allah, Christ, a tree, whatever. I want 5 seconds, yeah? 5 seconds of collective, let's come together, yeah? Because if my brother Jamie Phillips is right on this, yeah, I need this manifested, yeah? Apparently, Wolves want Pep as their manager. So 5 seconds. Whoever it is that you...
What? That's a fucking howler.
Serious. Let me even go on Google's right now.
All right, cool.
Like Saturday,
bro. Bruno Lodge got sacked in it. So, like, if this is real, and we've all been saying, certain man, not all, but certain man have been saying that Pep's been kind of showing out, doing this thing to, like, you know, like that, to, like,
put himself in the window.
Put himself on, this could be exactly the thing that we need. This could be perfecto, you know, like that. Like, and I don't even wish I don't know. I wish, well, he can go and do his intensity thing there. We can get some new blood, change up the thing. Oh, bro, and Klopp can stay at the helm. Talk to me.
That's the plan.
That's the plan, bro. Do you know, like that? Like, please.
Hopefully so, man. I mean, I would love.
Jamie,
I would love to see that.
Oh, bro,
I love that, man.
If that's true,
I'm driving towards now.
Yeah, real talk. I'm joining you, bro.
Sorry, Romz. What was you gonna say?
I was gonna say that cool. We love him in that, but we have to call out. We have to call out players, and this is a player none of us really call out. But let's have it right. Thiago was poor as well. Thiago was poor. Thiago was poor that game.
Fabinho was worse though.
Yeah, Fabinho's been worse, but by Thiago's standards, and whenever Thiago's played this season, he ain't really, bar the Fulham game, but at the very start, he's always given maybe a 6 or 7 minimum out of 10. But this game, I thought he was poor.
Posted.
Well, shout out, big up Any though, innit? Big up Any. Man said we've got him playing hoofball though, bro. Like, what the Ross is he like?
Saint. Then this is my rebuttal to that. We've been having him playing hoofball this season, and it still looked better than what Saturday looked. Do you see where I'm coming from? Like, he
weren't great. I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna lie. He weren't.
This didn't even like hoofball. This is like rosette ball. Do you know what I mean? Like, he looked like he was trying to get the ball out the stadium and by his standards anyway. But you know what? Then you can look at it like maybe you're allowed because you always give us good performances. So maybe this can be your one-off game. But
you're one.
You know what I mean?
Well, let's get into the player ratings quickly and talk about Six. What was you gonna say, bro?
I said Carvalho as well. I thought he was awful, man, as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I knew it was going here. So let's just get into it very quickly. Let's run through it. Let me shout out. Yeah, and my thing ain't big enough for you to see this. Hopefully, it will get there one day and you will see this. Let me apologize on behalf of the rest of the wastemen that you work with, and let you know that the fans, we love you. Alison Becker, I apologize. I apologize for like the fact that you gotta get in the sticks and see that shit. Like, it's mad. You know them ones there, because without you, flip.
We would have conceded 7 or 8. Big man.
Oh man, yeah, I know.
Brother.
And Matip as well. I want to give Matip his flowers and Matip as well.
Yeah,
you know what?
Good.
I want to be honest with you. Yeah, you know you drew for Thiago. Yeah. Matip weren't really saying shit that game either. But anyways, cool.
Now,
we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
I think that's
Alison, bro, seriously, I don't know what I can give a man who let 3 goals in, but you had no, like, even though, like, the third one, people are trying to talk shit, like, bro.
The third one was like, bro.
This season, I'm giving him an 8 because without him, it gets. I'm giving him an 8.
I was thinking, is that too mad for a man that let 8 goals in? Like, I was thinking, 3 goals in, but I'm thinking, I can see it. Because I honestly don't.
But you're looking at his performance, though. His personal performance, I guess. That's why the 8 doesn't sound too mad.
That's what player ratings are, in it. It's literally your personal. Because without him, we literally would have conceded 8. Honestly,
you're right. No, you're right, bro.
I hear what you're saying on the flip side, like you're giving man an 8 that's conceded 3. But we know it's not down to him, bro, because he saved us.
I was thinking that, that's what I was gonna chicken out and be like, 7.5. But like, man ain't gonna knock you down for 8. Like you said, it's on your performance, innit? You know, them ones there. The team was a shake. So I can hear that still. Like, Alison's been great, honestly. Like,
he's been mad consistent. He's been the only
mad consistent
that we probably had.
Mad consistent,
bro. Insane.
All right, cool. Left or right? Where you want to start?
Let's go left. Let's
right. Right, get straight in there, bro. Left or right, you know.
Let's go with Sickers, in it. He's the guest on
there. Nah. Do you know what?
Sickers,
I'm very generous.
Oh shit, it don't even matter.
I need to go to someone else because I'm too generous, bro. I want to learn.
Let's go. All right, let's all start. We'll get to him.
Can we leave right till last? Because
we'll get to him. Yeah, let's leave right. That's exactly what I was just about to say. Let's leave right till last because it's mad, bro. All right. Simmy, yo.
Are minuses allowed on this show?
Bro.
Can we give a man a minus?
The guy below the belt.
Yeah, that's but how I feel, is mad. I never thought I'd even be in a position where I'd even entertain that. You know, back in
I feel like you're like,
zeros are coming in, zeros are in today.
Yeah, bro, do what you want, bro. Bun these man. It seems like they're doing what they want, and the man you want to give it to looks like he's doing what he wants. So why not in it, right? You know, like that, like
He's got a free roll. Let me have my free.
Yeah, let me have a free roll, rude boy. Do what you're doing. You get me? Simmy, yay. He said, I actually was quite pissed, like Romz was, like that he come off. I know certain man was like he didn't have a great game, and that I thought, listen, he had a better game than Milner, bro, and I thought he looked a lot more potent on the ball than when Milner came on for that left back position. They just went to shit.
Yeah.
He was like a 5. He was like average. He wasn't shite.
That's what I was gonna say. Because there was a few times, right, where he weren't going with his runners and the man were like dribbling past him. And I was like, Simi, you need to track him a bit quicker. But then on the offensive, we had a lot of width with him. Yeah, I agree with G. I reckon I would have gave him a 5.
Man weren't beating him though. Like not like his counterpart.
Nah.
Not like 1-on-1. But I know what you mean. You're right.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
man were
yeah.
doing, and he just weren't tracking man, and then they're getting the link. Yeah, I hear that. So no, I hear that.
5-6, like
I'm cool with 5.
Five.
Like, I can't call him shit. Yeah, 5. Yeah.
I agree with 5.
All right, 5. Cool. Van Disney. Certain man want to call man. Van Gora.
Is that what I said Van Disney?
Yeah, bro. So I'm gonna call him Van Disney, bro. You know, like that. Van Disaster and that. Like...
Maybe a tree.
I'm giving him a 3.
Yeah, 3. That's what I'm saying. A 3.
Because
if he
the
first goal was nuts.
We're potentially speaking about a win. A win. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, Romz. If he's in orange, does he clear that?
Yes. Yes. His head is in Qatar, bro. You don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm done.
I didn't watch the game, but Twitter telling me he pocketed Lewandowski on international break. That
he was. Yeah, I never watched it as well, but I heard he was
Polish. I'm not saying they're bad, but still, it doesn't. Despite the fact he still got the better of one of, if not the world's best striker right now. So you can't take that away from him. So saying you hit the nail on the head in orange. He's not even clearing that. He might even caress it, bring it down, and play it. Bro, he might do more.
Berbatov touching the box and that, don't piss me off, bro.
He'll look sexy a bit, bro. Like, he can't get any higher than a 3 for me, man.
His leg was all in the air, bro. He missed it by completely.
But then you know what? Yeah, I'll give him a 3, bro. Other than that clearance.
I was just about to say this as well.
He did much else wrong, or it was more the back four as a collective?
I think it was more the back four as a collective. There was 1 or 2 times where he actually kind of, I seen him like, okay, like, do you know them ones there? Not really tackling in that, but he was all right in the air and that, and do you know what I mean, covering his ground and that. He was actually not as bad as, it's just that was shocking, bro. Like
for him.
Yeah.
I think that's right there. For him, you're like, that was definitely a free performance.
That was Maguire-esque, like, you know them ones there, like. So and I don't know if it was Sickers that said it or you, but like you said, because of how fucking fatal that was, you know, like that was.
Yeah.
I'm pessimistic, but a win that win would have kept pessimistic man like me being like, yo, you never know,
bro. We would have been,
like, you know, like that, like.
The table would automatically look better, bro. We actually just held on to that win. We would have been a couple, because top 4s are objective now. Like if you got ahead, you know top 4 is now the objective. It would have kept us in touch in distance with our objectives. You know what I mean? Now it just looks far.
That's not happening because you know Klopp's gonna cock block like some idiot, like some ugly gal. Like honestly,
but then no. You know what, Saint? No, remember, Klopp lets him do what he wants. He said he wants to bring a bit route. Klopp breathes. So Pep said, you know, I actually want my first role. Pop, you know. Klopp's going to give him his blessing.
Yeah, that's true.
You can do no wrong. Like, Klopp is Pep's bitch, bro. So he's just going to let him do anything. Right.
No, but there's not one PUBG. You never actually said that's wrong, though. You know, like that. So,
not bad.
Before they come for you, Romz, trust me. All right. 3, it gets me just rough. And with no further ado, man, like shit, Marley. What we say?
Are you listening to the?
Nah, you know when a man is doing so dead, like everything starts pissing you off. Like, take them fucking dreads off, man. What's wrong with you? Like, you know, like everything's just like this stupid shit. That ain't even.
Go back to that small, like, afro that he had, like.
Oh my bad. I'm so eager, bro. bro.
Yeah, I hear it.
I'm there, bro. Man, sorry, man. He needs cooking, bro. All right, sorry.
Matic for me. I'm going to tell you why. Matic for me gets a 6 because Trossard. There was 2 breaks, where Trossard was about to play some nice through ball, and one was near our box. One was near the box. One was a bit deeper. But if he allows both them through balls to go through, the 1-on-1 was just too close to the goal for Alisson to save. Matip intercepted twice, and do you remember that sexy dribble where he dropped his shoulder, passed it, and then it went on attack?
It was through.
Yeah, bro, and we were through. I was going to say we might score for it. I don't think we did, but we nearly scored for it. I don't think Matip, because you're not the only one saying. I spoke to other people and they don't think Matip was that good. It wasn't that great, but I can hear a 6 for him still.
Now you know what?
I would have said 5. I would have said 5 like 6.
I would have said 5. Yeah, you know what it was as well. Now you said that, I do remember that. I do remember that run as well, because I was thinking it was one of the few and far between. Because every time he tried, they just blocked, and it was more on him. It was more them. Like they knew they closed off them lines so swiftly. Like I was like, raw. Like 5.5 then. 5.5. Because
5.5.
Yeah.
5.5.
5.5.
All right. Let's get to shit money. Let's get to what's yo, bro. Like what's going on?
Man.
You know what? I'm gonna give him a 0. I'm gonna give him a 0 purely because I would have given him a -1, but he got an assist. So I'm gonna allow him and give him a 0. I swear it was his corner. I swear it was his corner.
Corners, bro. Fucking hell.
Okay, you know what? I'm trying to be nice. I was trying to not even go in on him.
Corners, bro.
You're going against the grain, bro. Be who you know to be.
Okay. Say no more.
Wait, was it him that took the corner though? Like I'm genuinely asking. I thought it was someone else. Maybe I'm that mad at him.
No, it was him. No, he did get an assist. Yeah, he did for the own goal. He did get. It was him.
Oh yeah, the one that come off the ting. Oh my days. Yeah, it was.
You're right. You're being sensible because I was about to give him a -2, but I'll up that.
That pulls it back. That pulls
it back by 1.
And it was the goal that put us ahead for the first time.
Yeah.
Good free kick at the end. Good free kick at the end, maybe.
Very good free kick at the end. At the end.
Oh, you're right.
Too bad it didn't go in, but very good free kick.
Some keepers aren't saving that. But I hate it.
I'm giving him a 0. I'm giving him a 0.
You know what it is, yeah? Just, you know what? And I will big up as well, yeah? I'm not going to lie. I actually saw, man, this is outrageous. This is, I'm doing to what Sickers, as I said. So my bar is so low that man's congratulating him because I saw man overlap once. What the fuck is going on here? Man. What's going on here, bruv? What's going on? I said, boy, you overlap, but he never got it. I said, okay. But at least there was the option. Like, what's fucking going on here? Brother, do you know what it is? Yeah, is it laziness? Is it complacency? Brother, he gets the ball anywhere and looks up, bam, gone. Like, brother, who are you, Charlie Adams? Like, brother, not every day Hollywood passes, man. Like,
He's on a Beckham thing, bro. He's on a Beckham thing, bro.
Fucking hell, bro. Not every day. Some 60-yard cross ball, like, the amount of, he's the instigator. Like, I feel like with him, he's the energy that just allows everyone else to just, the ball's just always in the fucking air, bruv. Like, man won't get it. Bruv, anywhere. Man, why are you in the middle of the fucking park, bruv? Like, oh, bro.
It's the one Sickers.
Do you think because he's won everything, bro, he feels like he can do what he wants on the pitch, bro?
It's not even Sickers, it's that, and it's even more. Because he knows he's guaranteed to start. Bro, if you've kicked ball, you will know. If you're guaranteed gonna play ahead of a next man. No, sorry. If you're playing and you've got a man as good as you in your position, you constantly have to raise your levels because you know one bad performance, you're getting dropped. Because he has no competition for places, and the Ramsey guy that we have bought ain't ready. So Trent, but this is the thing. This is where it goes back to Klopp. This is where I have to blame Klopp because if he was to change the system and try and drop Trent feels Trent has the mindset now of don't matter what I do, how shit I play, I'm playing. So that's just going to continue. It's just going to continue. He needs something to happen to him being dropped, or the manager actually saying, look, this is you're being dropped for this reason, for him to actually be like, you know what, I need to step it up because the situation you were on about Sickers where he chested it and then weren't you think he's acting like you don't know where it is. I actually laughed at that because I was like, this guy's in the wilderness, that he's actually so far gone that.
But there's a couple places, bro.
Skinned. Say that again.
What you're saying in terms of complacency in place, yeah? Him, Salah, VVD.
Salah, yeah.
We're gonna get onto Salah, but my opinion on
Fabinho.
These men they've got no, like, bro, it's...
Do you know what, though? I hear you saying over the course of this season so far, but just for this game, I think every man I'm seeing fans cussing Salah. You know what? I've been on Salah, but for this game, I don't think he was as bad as people.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about. You see what you're saying in terms of he ain't got no one that's taking his place. Like he knows that he's playing.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
yeah,
just
yeah.
him, bro. There's people's
Yeah,
places
yeah,
that,
yeah.
bro. VVD, Fab, Salah, these man.
Yeah.
Like,
Especially
you know
with
what
top
I'm saying?
management.
invincibility in the team. Whereas when you look at, and people are gonna keep talking about this money, but when you look at teams like Manchester City, bro, they're out here playing fucking Akanji and Ake. Come on, G.
Kanji's so good.
Bro,
No,
did you
but
see their-
okay,
you see
but
their left back
Akanji,
today?
Ake versus VVD, Matip, Gomez, like, come on, G. Like the difference in quality. Like if
It's
Man
not
City
even
had
that. It's not even.
Konate,
You don't
we have
even
got
have to.
strong
No, wait.
defense too, I think.
You don't even have to go there, bro. The difference in Laporte, Diak. Do you
Yeah.
know them ones that in their
Don't.
own team, bro? They're able to switch, brother. Let's be honest, yeah. Let's be honest. If we were a big team, which we're not, and I've already proved that we're not. People say, "Oh, dark, whatever." As soon as Van Dijk had his injury, we should have been looking to get a next man of his level. Do you know them ones there? We should never be in a position right now where Van Dijk is like, I'm saving myself for the World Cup. We should be like, yeah, that's calm. Sit down. Like that. Like, bro, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense. We're not, bro. Quickly before we go on, couple super chats and that. Zabiri, my guy, big up yourself. Love for the super chat. Been telling the fans about Klopp, fake ID vibes, bro. It's not a good time. Big up yourself, 97.5 Jamrock as well, man. JK is well paid at 12 million a year. He is what? Is that what it is? Yeah. Like, but I don't even want to pocket watch like that. Like, he deserves the 12 million in it. Like, do more. Like, them ones there. Like, do more. Like, I don't. I'm not sitting there like what in terms of what I'm talking about in terms of the payment is. When they offered him the pay rise, the fact that he's sitting there saying that I want my backroom staff to have the pay rise is that it shows where his head is at, the contentment. I'm cool. No one that's looking to move forward is saying that. But anyways, Trent, what are we saying for this? It's 0.
Yeah,
0. I'm giving him a 0. Yeah, I'm giving him 0.
0.
Flacco. Oh no, go on, Romz.
Just quickly on Trent as well. The whole game, it's boring now to even say, "Oh man, we're skinning him," because they've been doing it all season. But again, it's like there's times he knows he needs to be somewhere and he's just being lethargic. He's like, you know what, I'm not even gonna make that run. For me, I need to at least see you trying, man. It hurts, but yeah, enough on him, man. 0 for Trent.
Flacco.
Fuck me.
Like 3 or something?
2.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, I think Sickers might be right, bro. I think that hurts me, though, man. Like,
I hurts in it because you know what he's capable of. Bro. The decline in him has been just like it's hard to watch him, bro.
But then again,
I
feel sorry for him. I feel very sorry.
I feel sorry for him. Actually, I feel like, yeah. Man.
If we had someone, bro, like again, this is why I said this, because you're starting to see a pattern, He's another one that falls in that overused, bro. Like just know, do you know them ones?
And that's what it is. Sickers like G saying and Jerry, them three were all saying to me, I was backing Fabinho until the Ajax game, innit? After the Ajax game, I actually had to rub my eyes. Like, I saw clearly, like, it was mist in my glasses
for a minute,
and it was clear again because these men were saying from the jump, Romz, Fabinho's just not playing well. I'm like, no, man, it's the personnel around him. Like, he's calm.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
it's the man around him.
Yeah,
he's saying to Jerry, like, no, Romz, like, bro, he's not playing well. I was like, no, man, no. And even deep down, I knew I'm seeing Eze and that I'm seeing players spinning game after game. But when I saw that guy name, brother, when I saw Kudus, I see Kudus do a spinneroni in the middle and that Napoli game.
Had him on skates, bro. Had him on
skates. That's when I had to come on stream after that to these man, apologize to every single one of them. And Assad, if he's still in it. Assad was on me from the jump. But I said, you know what? It is just him. And I never that's one player I don't want to criticize, but he's just not playing well. He's not even doing the no cuts. Like, a man will skin him, at least tug him back.
Let him man go. Just let him man go.
He's doing this. He's letting man glide past him. Like,
what did Klopp go nuts for? What was it? What did
man said has Klopp got Stockholm syndrome? Has Pep kidnapped him? Oh, bro. Rate my manager, please. Put some ratings on this guy because he's killing himself. All right. Sorry, Sickers. What did you say, my guy?
Oh, yeah.
What was Klopp going mad for?
Klopp go nuts.
Bro, I think Klopp's just doing up. Just doing up. you know deep down in it when he fucked up, but you're just trying to do
Camera.
up like trying to do up camera in it, like, because really and truly, bro, what was you expecting from my man? I don't understand. Like, come on, like. It's mad. 45 people in there, man. Please make sure you stop right now. Hit that like button for man. Do you get me? Easy. Love. Thiago.
What did Flacco get? 2?
I was going to say 4.
No,
no.
I
was thinking 4, but I was trying to remember what he did in the game. I don't even really remember him playing like that.
Exactly.
So I'll probably say like 4. Yeah, like.
By his standards, 4.
Yeah, 4.
I'll give him a 4. I ain't gonna.
But like I said, he's been our shining light all season.
Yeah.
Like, he's our beacon of hope. He can have this one game where he's a bit off, but yeah, man. Even like you were saying, his hoof balls weren't even looking good this game. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
So what are you giving him? 4.
4.
All
right, and then Hendo.
5.
Yeah. 5.
I give Hendo 5.5. You know.
When he come off, I see the difference, bro. When they come off, bro.
That's what in it. That's what I'm saying. And that's you gotta remember. That's Hendo's game sometimes. You know, it is scary, but that's Hendo's game sometimes. It's just being not seen, but doing. Do you know what I mean? Tidy. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not saying he had a great game, but he definitely didn't have a bad one. Like, you know, like that. I'm just here
fair enough. Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? I'm just here to be like neutral about it.
I can agree with that.
Like unfortunately, it's unfortunate that the onus has to be on him. Like, you know, like he's like, it's not his fault, brother.
I won't lie to you, bro. I'm just embarrassed. I can't even front. Being a Liverpool fan, man, it's embarrassing. Like, I'm telling man in group chats, like, yeah, Hendo is good, and like we're still man are asking me, right, why is Milner still playing? Like, that's embarrassing. Like, it's actually embarrassing being a fan right now, bro. So
it's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing.
Some of these players and the style of play, like, some of these players' style of play and the things that we're seeing, there's no invention, Marquet. Don't worry about it. We ain't gonna see it. We're good, bro.
You don't know what G. But you're the creature, man are coming for you.
Bro, man are coming for me.
And you're like, you're right, but you're clutching at straws. You're just trying to defend.
I'm trying to pick a player who's actually good. So really, most weeks it's Alisson. Most weeks I'm like, yeah, but Ali's like the best keeper though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though we lost 4-1, Ali's the best though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear this point. Yeah, I hear this point, LFC Aaron. Yeah, I agree to a certain to a certain degree. Yeah, I agree they're cooked in the manner in the intensity bullshit that we're trying to cooked, bro. The legs are done. But in terms of quality, brother, you got to remember that last season you're talking about Alisson. I'm not even going to say arguably, for me, best keeper in the league. Like, arguably best CB in the league. Matic, top 3 CBs. Trent, do you know what I mean? Sal, I can go on. How do all of these man just all at once? It has. That's why I'm like.
This is the point I don't understand. Every man is coming to me saying, "Yeah, now Liverpool are in transition." I'm like, how does a team go from almost completing football to going into a transition in under less than 15 games? That's embarrassing, bro. Like, you should be embarrassed to be a fan right now if that's what you're telling people. If you're actually telling people like, "Now we're in transition," you should be embarrassed as a football fan, bro, because that's dumb.
Slap yourself in the face.
Slap yourself in the face. Same thing, anyway.
But Marquet, just answer me this, Marquet. How is it, that I don't know how we look when we play that. All big 7 years of man being here. I don't know how a 3-4-3 looks, and we drop the back, man. You tell me that, bro. Like, what's going on here, bro? I'm looking.
I would love that. I would love that if I see.
Obviously, but let me see it. Let me. You know what we did?
3-4-3.
You know the ones you can't even say. I remember when we done that one.
When we did that against, like when we did that against. See, let's go back to that, brother. I ain't seen it, bro. What's going on?
You know what? That's actually mad. Now I'm just clocking it in my head.
That's easy. Wow. That's what I'm actually trying to say. Romz is spot on. Not even like, you see when we did that again.
I could say, but Mark, I don't even know how that looks like.
That's and when you think about it, you know, like You know, like Chelsea, or we'll say Man City as well, but like even Manchester United, bro. All of them, they could all sit here and have a conversation and say, "Yeah, I remember when we played."
No, we look Chelsea are like no, but when we play back four again, did you see like like you know they was
even Tuchel, regardless what you're gonna say about him, he still reverted it. There was some games, but big bro, say that comment killed me what you just said because it's actually true. You can't even say to Mark, "Hey, I remember that one." You can't even say, Mark, I remember that one game back in 2015 because he's just never done it.
He's done it,
bro. Not even a little. I remember 2016 in the Carabao, a dead rubber game where you can try that,
bro. And the thing is, he injects it into everything. You can't even say the youth man. The youth man play like us. Like, you know, the ones there, like they don't even try next things. Like it's mad, bro. Like it's mad.
Bro, my head, you know when you're laughing, my head hurts, bro. How can you say that? I don't even know what that looks like.
Bro, like, I don't know what we look like with the line drop back. I don't know, bro.
Real talk, I don't know what the line looks like when we drop it back. Are you mad? All I ever know is high line. Like, come on, bro. Like,
high line, bro.
No, bro. That's a crazy thing, bro. Like, crazy. All right,
I'm dead.
Who's we on?
Wow.
We've done midfield already.
Forward line. Man, like Carvalho. Let's start with Romz's.
Let me see. Yeah, let me back my boy. Cool. I hold my hands up. Cool. He's not doing the best, but again, we go back to our gas.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
And you know what? Obviously, big up Mons, but Mons wanted to come free straight away. Romz, your boy's looking. But out of everyone, you choose to scapegoat him. We know he's not a left winger, bro. Like,
what's he doing, bro? What's he doing, bro?
Exactly. And I know Saint said straight away. Saint said it before I could even say it, bro. He's not in his position. The man might say, yeah, but he's starting. He needs to show something. And that's where I'm not going to defend him. Cool. Because even if he's not in his position, at least show something. I'll be real. That's my guy. I'm his biggest advocate. He didn't show anything. I hold my hands up. That's why I got hooked at half time. But again, I think that was even wrong for Klopp because I think there's other man that could have got taken off before Carvalho. 100%. Carvalho didn't need to come off at that early.
I can't wait to get to Klopp's rating. Oh my god. Sorry.
He might even not get one. It might just be NA for me when it comes to Klopp. But my boy will come good. But I see one touch was at me saying, I was saying the young player of the year and all that. I got a bit too ahead of myself. We get things wrong. Hold my hands up.
You see, no, but you see when you was talking about what you were doing that and all of that, like if we had, even if this never worked and we were getting cooked, I guarantee you would see some shower performances from my man in a little 4-2 combative. You got the 10, do you know them ones there? Like, all, bro, like, you see what I'm saying? You're playing, man.
And it's not like we've not seen nothing. It's only last few games because every game up until that Everton game was coming on, taking shots, scoring, assisting, like.
He's not these Carvalho, Elliott. They're not wingers, bro. Like they're not wingers, and unfortunately, with this 4-3-3, they don't fit into the system. That's just what it is, isn't it? Yeah. But we don't have no one else, so we're trying to do up shoehorn. Like whatever.
Yeah,
I'll probably give him
a four for me.
Yeah, like, I was gonna say 3 really because he got subbed at half time.
3, man.
Yeah, you know you're right.
Three.
Just because he got, but as Romz, bro, come on, man, like, that's bad. Like we'll get onto Klopp. We'll get into Klopp in a minute, but that's in-game management. But we know Klopp is very poor at that anyway, so we'll get into that.
Man said I was doing that round the houses. Man said I just want a tactical manager.
Any like you know what? At this point, I'm like I'll just take any tactical manager that's just available. Like, someone who has a plan A, plan B, and maybe even a C thrown in there when things are really getting peaking. Not a brother who does rinse repeat.
Remember we were speaking about that 3-4-3. Oh, I've not even seen that to know. We've seen a test of Carvalho in the 10 pre-season, and we saw what he was doing pre-season. When he come on his cameo against City, when he centrally, I know my boy is going to, you know, like you just did there. Say you say Carvalho and Elliott. I don't even group them. Carvalho for me is ahead of Elliott, bro. Because I hope I'm wrong, but if Elliott's even in that 10 at Liverpool, I still don't think he hits the heights a lot of our fans think he will. Like maybe I just don't rate him like the next time. Where Carvalho, I think he's a bit clearer of Elliott.
Quick question, then for all of you, because Romz, you just said it there. What is Elliott's best position? Do you think he could
I
play.
don't know.
That's the problem. I don't know. That's
I
what
don't
worries
know.
me.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm just letting you know,
I don't-
for all the
I
viewers
don't
and all the listeners who are watching this stream today, that is why I keep saying this club is embarrassing me, bro. How can 4 man be on a stream and we have no idea? And there's probably over what, let's say there's 4 of us. Let's just say there's about 15 years minimum of football experience in terms of watching and or playing. Yeah. So you trying to tell me between what's that, about 60 years of experience, you're trying to tell me that none of us here can tell you where Elliot's best position is?
I was slightly trying to back Elliot because I was like, again, I brought it back to Klopp, but this one I'm not going to bring back to. Actually, I said I have to because I was like, you're playing man right wing all of preseason, and you're putting him in an 8 where he doesn't know what to do. But my point is, because I don't rate him like other people, I even think in his preferred position, which we don't even know what it is, I still don't think he's going to do that well here anyway. I just don't think he's Liverpool level. And you said this many times. Stop saying he's 20 years old because look at the other players involved.
Yeah, man, this age thing don't mean nothing,
If
man.
you're old enough and good enough, you play.
Look at what Trent was doing at 19.
Exactly,
like,
exactly.
let's-
And I think that anybody bash Trent and say, "Oh, he's shit."
like-
No, he's doing the business, bro.
And then
Hugh
you get
Bellingham, Foden, Pedri, Andy Fassi, Cavi. Sorry, Ron, but there's so many names that man can reel off, and man are telling me, "Oh, but he's quite young." I don't give a fuck how young you are, bro. Sorry for my language, but at the end of the day, if you're older, if Klopp comes out and says you are good enough to play, then you must be able to perform. If maybe my personal opinion is, if he was in Manchester City's team, he'd be far, far, far better than he is currently because he'd be able to utilize his skills. Someone just put their other players that we should sign. I don't want to sign any of these bad boys. I don't want Jude. I don't want Musiala because we will ruin them. We will ruin the whole thing. Look at Thiago. You think this is the Thiago I saw at Bayern? Fuck no. I saw a way better Thiago at Bayern than I ever saw at Liverpool. Ever.
You know why, innit? Yeah. You know why, though, innit? Because man came over here and got taught how to run. Man never got taught like, yo, you know what? Yeah, the tactical in-game like thing that I've seen here, or the way that we're able to. No, man said, big man, Mo Farah. I remember watching it over here. Man can run.
I remember watching something with Carl Walker, and he was talking on Sky. This was years ago, and he was talking about Pep Guardiola and like and bro. Even he was like, when he joined Man City, he said that's like the biggest thing about Pep is tactically, like he just improves you, bro. Like the shit that this guy gets you doing in training, the way he gets your brain thinking. Jack Grealish moved from Aston Villa to Manchester City. One of the main things, again, tactically, understanding of the game. Man telling me I know how to run. Brother, you're over 30. You know how to run now. Come on now, G. This is embarrassing, bro. It's just silly now. It's silly.
Yo, you know where we're like, Sammy, don't worry. I know you never got the notifications, but trust me, we gave him an 8 read, boy. Man said, I hope Alisson got an 8 or something because he was moving crazy. He got the 8, fam.
Yeah.
Come on. You know what it's like. Salah. Chicken tikka Mo Salah.
You know what with Salah, yeah? And
that's my guy.
Saint you know, I've been on him this season. On him. Ish, because I think me and Ish have probably been the most hot. Like, I've been calling him stuff I never thought I would call him, etc. But, and I actually clocked it. Right, we all know he's been a byline midfielder, yeah, this season. Klopp's asked him to create from further out. But I was seeing him do things this game that we may be cussing for. I've seen him take on plays. I've seen him create. I've seen him getting shots. So things that we haven't been that apparent this season. And I'm not saying he had an amazing game. That's not what I'm saying at all. But he's done more than what I've seen the majority of games this season against Brighton. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So I'm not going to be as harsh as some of our fan base. And I'm someone who's cussed him. I've given him stick where I've had to give him stick. But when I saw certain fans say, "Oh, he was shit. He's done nothing again," I'm like, no, like this game. Whilst we were 2 goals behind that, he was like the only player that thought something would happen from in our team. So, but with that being said, he was still I'll give him 5. I just don't want man to be rubbing out his thing like he was food on Saturday because he weren't still.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Jamrock, I see you. I'm gonna answer that as soon as we finish this. Don't worry. That's got me thinking as well. Still, I'm not even gonna lie, but I'll pose it to the mandem in a bit. Yeah, I think you're probably right with that, man. I think he was. It's just a shame that he didn't really do. Can I ask you a question? It's mad that I have to ask this question. Fuck it. Is that deliberate assist?
Say it. And let me answer a question with a question.
Let
Do
me know.
you think that was? I know my answer.
I'm God, bro.
The way I looked at it, he's looking at that, and then he looked at goal, but then all of a sudden it was to the right.
Yeah.
Deliberate.
But then there's a part of me, there is a part of me that's like the goalkeeper was on him. You know, them ones there, like
and he kind of.
But then at the same time, there's another part of me. I know Salah, and Salah's taking way crazy.
Salah's shooting more times. I don't feel like that was a deliberate thing. I feel like it just fucked up for him, but it worked out for him in the end.
It works, like I think the same still. Let me know what you lot think in the chat still. All right, cool. Last but not least, man, like see Senor and that.
I'll give him the same as I gave. No. I'll give him. What do we give Ali?
8.
I'll
give him a 7 then. Yeah, 7.
Yeah. 7.
I was just about to say as well. Yeah, how did he look? How do you bang 2 goals and still not look amazing?
Man.
And that's why I didn't give him any.
He's so confident.
The second goal, that's Bobby from back, and he run it back, bro. Chopping man
the feet, bro, the Samba feet.
Bro, even Sadie, the first one, Bear man are just, I'm like putting that into the play or something. He kind of had to like,
bro. Do you know why? Do you know I don't, bro. I don't fuck all of that. Fuck the technique and fuck all of that. The fact he was there, bro.
Yeah.
My Bobby. These, you know, a lot of the times we're like, brother, I know you do the whole bringing it, but we need you at the end of these moves, like, you know, like that.
I'm starting to get pissed off though. I'm like, so what? You can score goals. So what the fuck have you been doing for the last 2 years, then, my guy? Like, if this is what you could do now,
I think he's learning because like that. Bobby ain't at the end of that. Let's be honest, Bobby's still doing that midfielder, or do you know what I mean? Trying to draw out their centre back. You know them ones there. I'm like, yo, you remember the one where Salah, what was it? Who was Salah did the assist, just passed it to him, the man stroked it in. It's like Newcastle. I said, yo,
yeah.
At the end of these attacks, like, come on, like, get me. But yeah, 7. I'm on that. All right, before I get into now, let's just finish the thing and I'll get into this quickly. Subs, Milner.
With the subs.
Oh man,
one.
I'll say 2. I was literally gonna say 2 out of my mouth.
I was gonna say 2.
Yeah, 2.
I actually just said 4. No, you're right. 1 or 2.
Yo, he was.
Remember, 4 was
the only reason.
The
only reason I'm not going all out again is because of what G said. Like, bro, it's not his. Like you know, like that. He should never have come. Fucking left back, bro. Like, fuck no, bro. All right, cool. Nunes. No,
I'm not gonna give you a score.
Diaz.
Impacted the game, man.
Yeah, he did. Still,
the thing, my thing with Diaz, and I've said this 100 times.
I know exactly what you're about.
The only time you see Diaz play well for Liverpool is when we are losing. I never see this guy playing well when we're winning, bro.
Do you know what?
When we're losing, it bugs me, bro.
Instant, I think you agree as well. For this instant, that's irrelevant because he came on already in a losing situation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Normally he starts.
So fair enough.
You're right. I still agree with you. But normally he starts.
No, you're right.
And then he's not playing well when he's on the pitch. But he actually got brought into a losing. Wait, were we losing at that point? We were 2-1 down.
2-1.
2-1. Yeah.
2-1.
Actually, no, it would have been 2. He came on for Carvalho, innit?
Yeah, half time.
Yeah, so it would have been 2-0. Yeah. He would have come on when we were 2-0 down.
He made an impact still.
Did we score before half time? Well, my head's all over the place. Did we score before half time?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
I'm trying to roll. Yeah, we did 2-1. Yeah. Because it was a different game when we came out. I know. Well, brother, as I say, 7 years ago this weekend, Brendan got sacked. He had 11 points after 7 games, whereas Klopp has 10. is Klopp getting away with murder? 2 wins and 7 is
No,
embarrassing.
because
3
Liverpool
and 9
fans
in
Yeah,
all
he is.
competitions.
No, he is. But
he
he's
won
got
the
credit.
Premier
He's got
League
credit
and
in
that.
the bank.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he's got credit in the bank and
That's
everything.
what it is.
Forget
Literally,
fucking credit, bro.
what G and Sika said. They'll tell you he's got all of this. You can't
He's in
criticize him. We're so
overdraft. I promise you.
fortunate.
I promise you, he's in
Mark,
overdraft.
hey, don't
They just
let me
ended
let down.
overdraft.
You're
Just
gonna make me do up. You're gonna make me do up. My man, what's it called? I'm gonna be doing up that. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. About another milli contract. Relax, bro. Allow me. That's all the subs, yeah. All right, let's get on to Kaiser because he's an idiot for me, but I'm leaving, man.
Not applicable, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not giving him a rating.
I think he killed it, bro. He actually killed it, bro.
He gets a 0.
Now, his comments after the game was what hurts the most, bro. Like, what the hell, bro? That's a broken man, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That's like a man that's got nothing left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been like this though. Like for every game that passes by that we don't win, bar Bournemouth, and even the Ajax game didn't even sound that confident.
He has. You're right. You're spot on. He's been like this, but has he said anything as bad as he said yesterday, bro?
No.
Like,
No. Of course, no.
Always says madnesses, but that, bro.
There was the thing about the pitch being dry and them thing there, so I don't know. He has said something.
Oh yeah,
he's had said some mad things. So the snow and
the witches. But you know the difference with that,
the witches. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Yeah.
What's different? The difference with that, yeah. That's like funny and. Like, shut up, man! You're moving mad. This was what man said as a manager. Man said as a manager, I'm not sure what they're gonna do, brother. The reason why you're at the helm because you're supposed to help us set up in a way to prepare for what they're going to do, like or what they may do. You have to have different outcomes in your mind. But a man said, "I did not know what." That's worrying. The witches and all that pissed me off. But it's like, bro, you're a joke, man. But this was worrying. Like, no, you actually don't know what you're doing now. Like, this is worrying.
He was out here defending. I think what also killed it was his pre-match thing as well. He spent so much time talking about Trent and telling people like, yeah, if I was the manager, basically, you know, I would pick Trent. This is how we play it. And then Trent comes in to drop that stinker.
Shut your mouth, bro. Yeah. Just shut your whole. You know that our whole management thing, yeah. Chatty patty, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Chatty patty. Just
Charlemagne,
shut up, bro. Just talking a whole bunch of was. Like, it's just relax, bro. Like, just shut up, man. All right, what were we saying we're giving Diaz anyways? 6?
5.
Yeah, 6. 5, 6 is good for me, bro.
I thought he was probably one of our better players. And the only thing is, another reason why I'm at Pep's neck, yeah? Just seems like freestyle football to me, bro. Sometimes Diaz on the left, then he's popping up on the right. And then I'm like, do you know them ones that it don't even seem orchestrated? It just just that's why it goes back to when we're losing, because I think man's on that Colombia like fuck this. I'm winning this by all means possible. You know, I'm doing anything I can.
He looks like threatening when we're losing. Brad Diaz looks kind of deep. Like
we should have more tactical play for us not to rely on a man.
Liverpool ain't got that we ain't got that kind of flavor, my guy. We just about got salt on our seasoning as it is, so we ain't even got the thing. So we're good.
Last question quickly, because Thingy asked this and I thought I don't even know, you know, bit of a mad one. Big up for the super chat as well. 875 Jamrock. Big up yourself. Who has a better quartet of 4 CBs, City or Liverpool?
City.
I would actually say us.
Not on this form.
Yes.
Is the question overall?
Yeah, that's another thing I was going to ask. Is the question overall or right now?
Right now, it's a no-brainer. But
right now, no-brainer.
Who's there for? Who's there for? Stones,
Kanji, Diaz, Stones. That's it. You can't tell me that.
Who's better, Ake or Akanji?
Akanji.
I don't know, you know. I feel like
solid.
They both got different qualities, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, they have 5 centre backs.
Yeah.
Who's the 5th one?
Wait there, Ake.
Wait,
Akanji, Laporte, Stones, and Diaz.
Oh, shit.
Diaz.
they're taking the piss, bro. Oh my days.
Right.
And we're doing up best of 3, really, because
Yeah, 'cause
Gomez
Gomez
is just
yeah,
fucking dead food, bro. So really,
I
and
mean, we'd
truly,
have to
I'm
start
like,
throwing in Nat Phillips and that just to make it a 5, boy.
this is what, and even that is like, I can't
That's
body
wild.
that Phillips, like, you know, like that. So I'm like, raw. That's not even that easy.
No,
bro.
yeah, so it's them.
Oh well, no. Go. Okay. Let's take the
You two
current
talking overall?
form. Yeah, let's just go overall. Let's
All
obviously be a bit objective. Let's go player for player. All right. So who's City's best defender? I'll probably say Diaz. Diaz
Diaz.
versus Van Dijk. Who you going with?
Van Dijk.
Van Dijk.
All right.
It's hard to take recent
Yeah,
bias.
yeah.
Now, I mean,
I know.
I'm going Van Dijk.
Would you man say
Matip-
Diaz? Would you man say
Matip-
Diaz is better than Stones?
Yeah. I think
Overall.
Stones is getting his flowers
Overall.
now, but Diaz
Yeah.
overall is the
You
better.
like
Do you know what I like as well with them
Do you
as
know
well?
what? For me,
You get to
Stones has
see
been a bit
them.
more-
This
that
is
again?
why you get to see them. Man will
They
do
rotate.
up, change it, rotate up, let you do up. Do you get me? Do
rotate.
up this, that. Man just do up, stagnant until one man gets into this and next. You know, like that, bro. This
All
is
right.
why.
Who do you have? Matip versus Laporte.
Because you know what? Quickly before you go on, yeah, Romz. I think the CB thing, and I would like Jerry to be on here to. But I think it's a partnership, and I think I think like Styles. I think Pep's very good at that. He knows that, you know what, like styles make fights. And for you, what you bring, I'm going to bring. And that's why he looks cold in certain games. But I actually think the better player is Diaz. But do you know what I mean? Like if Diaz and Stones, if we had their centre backs, we would never see Stones.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like we would never see until one of the two got broke.
Yeah.
Like, you know them ones there, like we don't do, like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, cool. What was the next one? I would say Matip.
All right. Matip. All right. Gomez versus Stones. It doesn't even matter after that because the rest of their centre backs are better than us.
It's 2-2. It's 2-2.
Kanati and
Okay, go on.
Who else? Who's the other one?
Akanji or Ake.
Kanati's clear then still.
Kanati.
All right.
I always say Kanati starts when he comes back.
Say that again.
Kanati
start when he comes back?
He's in
Probably
training.
not because he's just coming back as well. Do you know them ones there? But
If he starts, he has to drop Van Dijk. It can't drop Matip. I ain't dropping Matip. Matip is the best defender we have currently, so I have to keep
100%.
Matip in that team. But who else have we got? Well, we got Nat Phillips. I think that's the last one, isn't it?
Yeah, forget that one.
So yeah, well, he ain't beating any of their centre backs, so it don't really matter after that. Maybe us, you know. Maybe we have.
just though. But that's legacy. But that's legacy.
Yeah, that's legacy.
Yeah. On form is peak, man.
Could you say we got that video? Oh, he's not beating them.
Come on, I'm not even trying to disrespect him as well. Like, I let him do his thing. I never ever get on to Nat. Like, I should be on this guy's neck, rude boy, but I don't even say a word about him, like anything, because I can't blame him, bro. He's as good as he is. Like,
yeah,
he is kind of.
Like, you shouldn't be here, but you're here,
bro. Yeah. You're here. You know what I mean? I can't even diss you. I'm more likely to diss Nunes than I am you. Trust.
Oh man, not getting on to Salah, boy. So quickly before we boot out, do you think that big up the man, John? Big up John a second. Do you think Salah is affected slightly by the? He's just like, I've got my bag now and calm, or do you think that?
Saint and G, do you remember I said this? I said this on this channel. I said it on Jerry's channel. I said this when he signed, and everyone was at Romz, but he deserved it. He'll come good. We know the salary, you know. And I said, no, I'm not discrediting what you man are saying, but it's a possibility. We've seen the Sanchez's, we've seen the Ozils, we've seen the Barriers, the Pogba's. When you get this big Luke, I think Sterling and KDB are the only two players that have signed lucrative contracts and gone on and played better. But I said, I'm hoping this don't happen, but it could happen. Everyone's like, you're moving mad. And I said, look, it's a possibility. It's now happening. But people call me mad at the time. Not you lot specifically. People like, oh.
No, I would have called you mad. I would have called you mad.
Actually, I think you did. I think it was
you. Yeah. Because Salah's my guy. Salah's my favorite player. He's my favorite player in this whole team. So.
You know what? I'm actually going to go for the answer you lot probably don't expect. I don't think it does I don't think it is playing a part in his form. I just feel it's the tactics. I just feel get him close to the goal and he will score. It's
And he will
simple
score,
as
yeah,
that.
100%.
Don't
He
ask
said
him to
over.
do
He
things
said.
he's not.
He said overall. By the way, so I think it's us. By the way.
Overall, it's us.
Okay.
Overall, it's us. Don't be asking him to do things he's not done the past 4 years. It's
Yeah.
as simple as that.
Exactly.
So I don't think it's the contract. However, it could be, but I don't think it is.
But we're trying to accommodate new. This is why I say it goes back to Klopp, bro. You're trying to accommodate a guy that you've never ever played with this type of striker before. Your team
Yeah.
doesn't want to set up in that way anyway because of the way that we play. But yet you let Mane, and this is why I say, bro, it goes on to Klopp that like I give the owners accountability in certain aspects in terms of how much they could potentially give us. But Klopp is the one who sits there and says, I want this guy. So when the board say, fuck it, we'll give you the money for this guy, and bearing in mind, and this is all alleged reports, the board were willing to give Klopp money to buy a new midfielder. They didn't say, oh, that's it, you've got no money. No. We had money to go out and buy a midfielder. Klopp didn't want those midfielders. He wanted the right midfielder. So again, how much accountability can we hold against FSG when they're still willing to spend money? Maybe not the 130.
That's why I never
million,
get them. You
but-
never hear me getting an FSG really.
But and this is what I'm saying. And again, this is all alleged. So I'm not even going to say this is all factual because again, we'll never really know. But Klopp is the one who has to be held accountable in certain situations because he's making some real shitty decisions. And the reality is, look at the team now. This is a team that you've been here for almost 8 years and you've only got one league title to show for it. I don't give a flying fuck about how much money Manchester City are spending over there when you've come second twice by 1 point. I'm sorry.
And if it's a problem, spend the peas because you have
in
it.
the fucking P. Like you can see it. You know this team, but you're more willing to beg the board to keep Jordan Henderson, beg the board to give Milner an extension. You didn't really mind and care too tough when Wijnaldum left. But guess what? To be fair, that might have not been your call. But the reality is you never replaced it. And you decided that I'll go with what I have.
No, they did. No, G, they did. They replaced Wijnaldum, the most available, the most robust player, with man like fucking Thiago. But because his source is next level, man said, yeah, no, we're on this. But like, like that. To be very honest with you, I think it comes down to if we knew certain things, we wouldn't have had it. If man had let us know, big man, we're looking to replace Wijnaldum with Thiago. As cool as Thiago is and as much as we wanted him, I think a lot of man would have been like, whoa, wait a fucking minute. Like, hold on a second. If they had told us that, yo, listen, we're going to give Salah the peas, yeah, but this is how we're going to utilize him. We're not everything's going to run through Salah. We're going to get him as close to the goal and let him bang. We're going to try and turn him into that Mahrez type of a winger and, get him to hug the touchline. I think a lot of us would be like, I don't know, maybe just go and get that fucking type of a winger in it, like that, like, we don't know these things, so we just see, like give Salah them. Like, I personally don't think it's the money. I think it's a bit of both. I don't think that Salah's pissed anymore that he's not. I don't think the fact that he's scoring is due to him. I think it is the tactics, but I don't think he's pissed about it. Whereas before, Salah would be pissed. Like Salah after Bournemouth. Spitting, bro. Spitting. I don't care we scored 9, bro. I had no involvement. I'm fuming. Now he's like, it is what it is.
Man seemed happy, and people were like, "Oh, but that's what a team player." I said, the best players in the world, I promise you now, them man are not team players like that. Ronaldo, Messi, them man didn't give. You think they will be happy if their team won 9-0 and they didn't even assist or score in any of those goals? That's the mentality I want to see from Salah. That is the mentality that is different from being a Luis Diaz or a fucking Mo Salah or Ronaldo or Messi. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see man saying, yeah, that's fun.
You not see this? Fuck off, Trudon. Fuck off back to Brighton, you prick. I said Klopp is like a guest feature on the album. Pep is the main attraction. Klopp just dropped a mean 16. That's it. Like,
I hear that.
That's true though, bro. It's true, you know.
Yeah, man. Klopp's wearing last year's fit and it's all out of season, that, bro.
It's mad, bro. It's mad, bro. Nah, but listen, man, them. It is what it is. It is what it is. What can we say?
Listen, at least there's a World Cup this year, bro. That's all I care about,
bro. I'm telling you,
break it up,
bro.
Break the season up a bit, bro. Come back harder. You get me?
Let me ask all of you here first now, then. Yeah. By the World Cup, where do you think we'll be? position.
Oh,
let
man.
me just jump off of that. G. We're 11.
Look, man, I can't wait for the World Cup, man.
We're 11 points off
Arsenal.
Off Arsenal at the moment.
Joke.
Yeah, and we've got Arsenal and City. Yeah.
Oh man.
So that's already 0 points. So do you know what I mean?
Hey, Trent
that
can't play
could-
against Martinelli, bro.
So that could already be, yeah. That could already be. We could already be like what 14.
40.
4 points off top 4.
So
Oh.
No, not 14, 17.
17. Yeah, so that's already 17, and we ain't even ended October, boy.
Boy,
I'm not, again, where do you think we'll be by the time the World Cup comes?
Honestly,
Yeah, like all jokes aside.
ninth.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
8th, 9th.
I say
round
that.
one.
Yeah.
That's me being that because we're gonna do
I'll say
predictions and our
10th.
previews, but I genuinely believe our next 2 games we don't even get a point, bro. We get no points. I honestly, 2 Champions League games. I think we win both Champions League games. Premier League. I think
I agree with Ron. If we don't pick up, or if we only pick up a point, although I don't see which game that we pick up the point in. But let's because it's Liverpool
Arsenal,
and you know we
Arsenal,
that'll probably be the one.
not City.
Arsenal.
But let's say we
Haaland's
pick up
gonna rain.
a point out of the 2 games. I'm gonna say, I'm still gonna say 8. I can't see a situation why we'd be in the top 4 because Man City, Arsenal, and Tottenham will definitely be up there. And
Chelsea and the Potter.
Yeah, I'm saying Chelsea and the Potter and that.
This is
Bro,
gonna
Potter
sound-
coming to the team, making the team look all nice and that. And people are getting at me for saying
let
I
me
just want a
ask-
manager with some tactics. Yo,
Let me ask you 3 this year. Because after I say what I say, people are going to say, of course you'd say that you're closet Arsenal, whatever. They can run their jokes. But I actually feel we'll probably get more out of... If we're to get any points out of these next 2 games, it's City then Arsenal. And let me tell you why. As much as City are devastating, you do know they've conceded the same amount of goals. Their defense isn't glamorous, but because they're such a good team offensively, no one really picks up on it. They've conceded the same amount of goals than us, and we're at home. That is a big factor. And listen, maybe I'm shooting myself in the foot, but if there's one thing about Liverpool in the big games, we normally rise, especially at Anfield. I can see if we get any points out of the game, I just think people are going to laugh. And the thing is, this will be the rudest awakening for Liverpool fans because they think because we've spanked Arsenal the last 5 years, we're just going to do it again. All good things come to an end. And the way them not are playing, I've been fortunate enough to go to a game to see, and Marquez for me is done. And the vibe in that stadium, you know what we needed? Gabriel Jesus was a yellow card away from being suspended. I normally like to beat other teams with all their best players, but
fuck that. I was on my knees praying.
This situation, I wanted him out, bro. This guy didn't even get that. I'm shook for Sunday, but City, I don't know what it is. I just feel even with
Haaland, the time,
yeah.
Do you know what? Do you know what? That's the worst thing as well, because top Reds will cling on to that. Like really and truly, I don't give a shit. Really and truly, I don't give a shit. Like I'm not gonna be honest with you. Yeah, this season's written. What are you talking about, bro? 11 fucking points, and we got to play them, the leaders, and then we got written. It's done. Yeah. These man will still sit there and be like, "Oh my god, but we beat City and when we did like, shut up, man, idiots, bro. Bro, you don't understand. The only team, bro, all 4 of us, City winning this league,
yeah.
That's ridiculous, bro. You see the
that was a given before the
you know what I'm saying, bro? You see that?
Yeah, at the same time.
At the same time, and you think I've got time to give a fuck about what we do if it's not winning the fucking league? Who the fuck cares, bro?
No, when you say this,
fuck off.
When you say the league's written, like this season's written off. You obviously mean winning the league, but top 4, I'm maybe clutching at straws. But now that's my focus. Like, if we finish 4th or 3rd, I'm celebrating.
That's a good season.
I can't lie. I just still, as much as with pants, I still want to see Champions League.
Man say, oh, the people we could go for if we're not in the top four. Brother, who the fuck do we get when we're in the when we're second? Who are you? What's going on, bruv? What's
going for Nunes, and no disrespect, Luis Diaz, Fabio Carvalho. We're not exactly going for the top echelon of players, you know? So it doesn't even matter about top four.
So when we've got peas, when we bust the acca and we get the big peas, we're little. When we got no peas, we're little.
The whole point of Champions League football to attract better players.
Would come if we was fucking 8th, bro. What are you talking about? What's going on?
That's actually mad, you know. That's actually mad. I didn't even look at it like that, you know.
That's what it's written. It's written.
That's what I'm laughing because I didn't even. There's me about to big up. No, but say we need Champions League. I like playing it.
For what?
Nah, we don't bring in any more quality. Yeah.
And we don't spend money anyway. So if anything, it might even be a blessing in disguise.
If we think like that, Romz, big yourself up because we really are now Arsenal. Like imagine.
Yeah.
Like, we really are actually like.
Wait, so cool. If you don't care about. Cool. If you don't care about top four, then like, what you just saying? Just vibes. So like, just take it.
Vibes. What are you talking about?
This season, I'm trying to just watch the football. I want.
Man's just chilling, bro. Man's just vibes, bro. What are you doing, bro? Man's just chilling, bro. Bro, listen, man saying I don't want Europa, brother. I want Europa. Then man can really do. Klopp done everything, brother. Vibes, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. But I don't care.
Of course, yeah, of course.
I told you early on, Romz. I told you and probably no one. I said, bro. These men are on the verge of doing a 3-peat. We have to stop them, bro. Yeah. We are nowhere near. You man said with ease. Man didn't even man said, yeah. What the fuck are we doing? At the same time, what we doing then? Like, what are we here for? But listen, big up everyone that jumped in. Still 50 man in here and this match. You know what I mean? Please, on your way out, make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you go and hit my guys. Hey, Grim Sickers, if you don't know, slap yourself in it. Go and stream up the things, you get me? Because he's my guy, you know, like that. Make sure you're going up. Do you know what I mean? Hear my people's. I'm parallel off my not watching Liverpool these days. Not Klitschko Fury. Watching Liverpool, bro. Hey, no, the tune's cold. Come on.
Got more coming. I got some big things coming still. I've loaded still. So. Come
on. Please, make sure everyone that's in here just go, you know, you're all on Apple and that. Just go and show my guys some love, you know, like that. Respect, G, love always, as always, keeping it real, you know, like that. And my guy Romz, the general, you know, like that. Just doing up vibes, you know what I'm saying? Come on, I see one in the place. Yeah, yo, rare nephews and vibes. That's all it is, bruv. You know, them ones there. That's us, bro.
That's what I was on yesterday, bro, and it was mainly because of Liverpool.
man, don't look at this guy's tweets, bro. This guy was doing
madness,
bro. This guy was doing that's doing a madness. But listen, we've been on here for an hour and 45. It's been a madness. Listen, love everyone. We're out.
Respect,
stay safe.
Nice one, man.